So if you're greedy, you'll never feel secure. But if your security comes in money, then you're greedy.
Yeah.
And so you have to find security in God only. Who's your provider? Is it you and your business acumen, or is it God himself? When you look at this, you have to put yourself in a position of understanding what it's like to have nothing. What it's like to have nothing. I grew up extremely poor in America, right? And so I remember not having lunch at school, not having clothing. I remember going to neighbors' houses to figure out if there was food to eat. A very unique upbringing in America, the rich place. But we weren't rich. And I remember praying to God as a kid, when are you going to rescue me? When are you coming for me? And so if you can't relate with this intense poverty, you're going to struggle to feel the heart of God around that, but also you're going to struggle to identify why they do what they do and the scarcity of choices that they have, which can affect the way you're making choices about your business or your own leadership, right? Of, man, am I putting people in that same position? Do I have people working for me that I'm putting in that same position so that my bottom line is a little better, or so I can get a little bit more? I think that's a very valid question. When the reality, Christine, is this, that God put us on earth. He gave us the ability to make wealth. That ability came from God.
Yeah.
I want you to, let's go macro here. You ready?
I love it. Let's go.
Okay, tell all the business guys and girls that are watching this, listen, get ready for this. It's going to hurt your feelings. If you macro zoom out from America, we're about 3x the GDP of any other country, right? I think we're almost 3x China. You can look. I just saw some recent GDP numbers, and it looks like we're roughly there. I can't remember what the numbers are, but say it's roughly 3x. We have a population of 300 and some odd million, 360, something like that. Very small nation with a very large amount of resources.
Yes.
What do you think God expects from us?
I hope that we would multiply those resources and send them around the globe.
But the trail of money, that is not happening.
I know. We hoard, we accumulate, we store up for ourselves so often. And again, there's a time to save and there's a time to release. And I think that as what you said there about if your security comes from money, then greed is running the operating system. And that is the spirit of Mammon. And it's hard to think, wow, I have made Mammon my idol because I don't see myself as greedy. But if I can't rest unless I have a certain amount accumulated, then we know, right? That's the security blanket. And I'm just going to raise my hand because the Holy Spirit has convicted me of this so many times. And he just keeps testing, like, do you trust to release that if you live with hands open, not clenched fists, as you release, and I know I can trust you, I put more in you. I release more to you from the treasury of heaven because I know I can trust you not to hold on tightly to what I give you, but to live with your arms open, right? In a posture of worship and a posture of release. It is not something that has come easy to me. I have had to get a lot of training from the Lord and the Holy Spirit on that. Growing up, we had a cycle of losing things, losing homes, losing businesses. And so there was that unconscious fear. Anyways, I don't want to hijack the podcast, but I think it's important for us to realize like where some of these programs come from, mental programs and cultural programs, because when you're in survival mode and your whole goal is just to get through another day, and just to make sure that you're safe and secure, look, we're all capable of making some really horrible choices and doing some horrible things. And I think that's really the root. And I knew I was going to ask you that. We're going right in there, but like, really, that's the root, right? Is getting people to start to recognize, obviously you have to get them out of physical survival mode before you can start working on their spirit and their heart and their mind. Because if somebody's physically in it, you got to get them out so you can re-educate and transition and work on that. Because I wanted to ask you about that when people are freed out of these kilns. And you can go to the website. Is it Operation Freedom?
Go to slavefreebricks.com.
Slave Free Bricks. There's an awesome video you guys can watch. It tells you what happens when people are set free.